Good evening and welcome everybody. It's my pleasure to take you through some information this evening about a really interesting substance called collagen. And I just wanted to give you a little bit of my background as well and explain to you my experience and why I'm interested in collagen. So the first 20 years of my career have been a science-based background. So I come from a pharmacology degree originally, and I worked in the pharmaceutical industry. And then I ended up in the environmental management industry using my science for environmental purposes, which was really interesting. The second half of my career, the last 20 years, has been all about natural methods for helping people with their health, which is what I'm passionate about as well. So I guess it's the first half of my career that made me interested in wanting to find out what all the fuss was about with this stuff called collagen. And it's the second half of my career that has made me really interested in how this collagen can actually help us to be healthier, specifically for longer in our lives. So I'm going to share some information all about why collagen is such an important substance, what it can do if you use it as a supplement, and also I'm going to talk you through a new award-winning collagen supplement that's very innovative and what it can do for you and why it's unique. So those are the areas that I'm going to talk about this evening very quickly. It's a very short presentation actually. So first of all, what is collagen? And this is really, really important because collagen is such an abundant protein in the body. Collagen makes up nearly half of all the protein that we have in our bodies. And it's actually 80% of our skin. So what's really sad about collagen is that from the age of about 25, we start losing it. And that's why we end up with saggier skin, we get wrinkles, and we become less mobile. And collagen isn't just about skin. So when I first was reading up and studying about collagen, I was a little bit skeptical about why it would be an important thing to supplement, simply because I wasn't that interested in the skin aspect. You know, I'm 58, my skin is going to sag and get wrinkles anyway, I was thinking. So, you know, what does it matter? I'm not going to turn the clock back. But when I discovered that it's actually really important as a building block of bone, skin, connective tissue, and the muscles, tendons and ligaments, then I was really interested because I have had injuries in the past, and I was really interested in how collagen can be important in the repair of injuries. But also as we get older, particularly us women, it's important that we look after the density of our bones. And the density of our bones is actually dictated by collagen. Isn't that interesting? So suddenly I was really, really interested in what collagen is all about and why it's important that we might start thinking about supplementing collagen. So, of course, coming from a scientific background, I was quite interested to know, okay, so what's the science behind this? Where are the studies that show that this is really important? Well, actually, there's very, very little scientific research that's been done so far about supplementing collagen. So there's an awful lot known about collagen in our bodies and the fact that it depletes, but very little has been done actually to, in terms of large studies, very little has been done. But there are some very, very interesting results from some smaller scale studies, which suggest that actually supplementing with oral collagen supplements can improve both skin, but also it can do other things to do with your mobility in your joints, which as I get older is more and more important to me, particularly as I like to keep active. I like to run, I like to do walking, I like to do an awful lot of active things. I cycle out with my daughter riding her horse. I want to be able to do that for a long time. But as our joints age, obviously it becomes more difficult to continue to be mobile. So what is it about this here, collagen, therefore, that might be able to help me? There are some really interesting endorsements as well as scientific research. Obviously, there are lots of people who are getting results from using collagen. And so I thought it was really, really interesting to hear these or to see these endorsements from people from the scientific background who are actually seeing the evidence, even though perhaps they can't point to a specific clinical trial about it. So in terms of people in dermatology, people who are in exercise and athletics, people who are seeing the results when athletes are injured and seeing how they repair better if they take a collagen supplement. All that to me was really, really exciting, because how fantastic would it be if we can help ourselves to age more healthily and keep active for longer, just taking a simple supplement every day. So it's not just for those, athletes out there, people playing rugby and people who are doing really, really hard contact sports. It's for people like me who like to go out for a jog, like to ride their bike and want to do that pain-free. So I found all of this really interesting, that people who are at the forefront of obtaining the benefits of collagen are actually telling us their results kind of ahead of the science. And you see, you come across this, all the time. Just people who go to the gym are becoming more and more interested in collagen. So it's not just about the scientific research. It's not just about the top level athletes out there. Collagen can do an awful lot for you and for me as well. And as we get older, one of the things that is, again, particularly of interest to me, because both of my parents have had hip replacements, and my father has had a replacement of a replacement now. He's in his late 80s. He's taking the collagen now because he needs to be able to repair so that he can then do the exercises to improve the muscles. And how interesting that if we could, again, give a collagen supplement or take a collagen supplement as we get older, or give it to our parents as they get older, it might actually make us less vulnerable to damaging ourselves. Our tendons become less pliable as we get older, and this is particularly relevant to women. It happens more to women than men, and actually the number of falls leading to hip replacements is actually really common in women as they get older. So collagen can help to keep our tendons stretchy, and that's really important if we're going to prevent ourselves from falling. So your stability actually comes from the strength and the pliability of your tendons and ligaments and the strength of your muscles. We lose muscle mass as we get older. We lose the stretchiness, the pliability of our tendons. If the collagen that we take as a supplement can help to lengthen the time or the years that we have pliable tendons and active muscles, then there are going to be fewer and fewer of us getting damaged by falling over as we get older. So that was really interesting to me. And all of this made me really sit up and take notice when Forever launched their Forever Marine Collagen. And it's really interesting to me, again, how not all collagen supplements are the same. There's an optimal amount of collagen peptides that you can ingest and utilize in your body. Now, first of all, those peptides have to be hydrolyzed so that you can absorb them. The smaller the molecular weight, the smaller the size of that particle, the more likely it is to be absorbed through the gut. And so Forever has utilized fish collagen peptides that are hydrolyzed because they're exceptionally bioavailable. And that means they're absorbed and they're utilized in the body more efficiently and effectively. And we know that if you have a less bioavailable supplement, it's going to end up in the, can I say it delicately? It's going to end up in the toilet, because we're not going to absorb it, and it's going to remain in the void of the gut. It's not going to go through the membranes through the gut wall and into the blood system, blood supply. So you're just going to lose a good chunk of your supplement. And this happens with all kinds of supplements. If you have a liquid supplement, it's more bioavailable. If you use a smaller molecular weight, which happens with the marine collagen, it's more bioavailable. So more in you and less in the poo, as one of my colleagues said, which made me laugh. But that's exactly what we're talking about here. Bioavailability is really important. On top of that, in this particular collagen supplement, there are added vitamins. And vitamin C is really, really important to, if you give vitamin C alongside the collagen, it will also nudge the body, it'll suggest to the body should continue to make more collagen. And how fantastic if we're making our own collagen alongside the supplementary collagen, it makes everything more effective. So we use something called acerola cherry and also goji berry. Acerola cherry is incredibly high in vitamin C. It's a remarkable fruit, and it gives the flavour to our Forever Marine Collagen, which is a lovely sour berry flavour, but it also absolutely packs a punch when it comes to vitamin C. So this is a much more effective way to have the body utilise and produce collagen. So what have we got in this particular marine collagen? We have, as I say, the optimal amount of collagen peptides. We use 3 grams in each sachet that you take every day, and this is a sachet here. We also have, it's important to note also that we take our peptides, our marine collagen. And it says marine. Marine is a weird term. You know, it used to be that all fish collagen was fished in the sea. There are those of us who perhaps are a little bit concerned about some of the fishing practices and would rather use non-marine resources. Our fish collagen comes from tilapia fish, which is a freshwater, responsibly sourced, farmed fish. And to me, that was really important. And there are going to be other people out there, I'm sure, who also are interested in having a responsibly sourced source of their peptides, their collagen peptides. Now, I also didn't know there are 28 types of collagen. There's an awful lot of different types of collagen that the body utilises. The most well understood and best researched are types 1, 2, and 3, and they're the ones that are utilised in the body the most. For example, 90% of the body's collagen is type 1. And type 1 is the one that declines massively. It falls off a cliff. From the age of 25, we stop producing as much. But obviously, if there are 28 types of collagen in the body, they're there for a reason. So we use collagen peptides that contain a medley of all of the important collagens in our one little sachet. So the lovely thing is that in one sachet, you can actually have a boost to your collagen in your body, all of the types of collagen that you need. So it's a really, really convenient way of being able to supplement this important substance. But that's not the only thing that's inside this collagen supplement. It's really important that you have additional compounds in there. So, for example, I mentioned the vitamin C that's given to us by the acerola cherry and the goji berry, but also we put zinc and biotin in our collagen supplement. And this is also really important because these two important substances are very, very helpful for producing healthy hair, skin, and nails. So biotin, I'm sure you've come across this before, but it's something that if you take biotin as a supplement as well, that also helps you to produce and promote more healthy connective tissues, and as it says, healthy hair, skin, and nails. Zinc is also important in helping to maintain and produce healthy connective tissues in the joints and the skin. So we know that these things are very important. So if you're going to supplement collagen, it makes an awful lot of sense to obviously put the vitamin C in there to help make sure that you're producing healthy collagen as well, as much as possible. But also it's important to add the other things that are going to really help in producing those healthy connective tissues and skin as well. So what we're doing with this collagen supplement is helping to kickstart the body's production of collagen itself. We're helping to improve the hydration of the skin. We're going to improve the appearance of firmer skin as well. And also the skin's tone and texture is going to improve. And that's something that I've particularly noticed with my skin. I've been using this collagen now for a while, and I've noticed that it's helped me with all kinds of areas to do with connective tissue, joints, but also I've noticed that my skin tone is more even as I'm getting older. It was getting a bit more blotchy, more darker patches here and there, and I found actually that that's evening out, which is really helpful. So there are other areas that the collagen, it's a whole body effect actually, and that's something that a lot of people don't realize. So perhaps when people are thinking about collagen, they're thinking just about the skin. It's really, really important to help you with your joints and your tendons as well. It can also potentially help with weight management as well. There is some evidence to suggest that. But the other thing I've noticed is that I've always had really horrible nails, really, really difficult to grow my nails. I used to bite them horrendously, and even when I stopped biting them, they would split and oh, they're just awful. And they look pretty awful a lot of the time because I do an awful lot of outdoor stuff in the garden and with oils and things. But you know, they don't break. So I may have to file them down to keep them neat and tidy, but they don't break. And that's amazing. After all these years, I thought that I was doomed to have just horrible breaky nails, but not anymore. So why else might you need or might you be advised to use the Forever Marine Collagen? Because there are, as I said earlier, other collagens out there. There are, you know, all kinds of different types of collagen. You can get bovine collagen, cow collagen, you can get pork collagen, you can get powdered collagen, you can get collagen tablets. There are an awful lot of different ways that people will take collagen. There are, believe it or not, collagen supplements that don't contain any collagen at all, but are very expensive. So, you know, it's important to know what's in your collagen supplement. And very often, if it doesn't say where it comes from, i.e. marine collagen or bovine collagen, then it will probably be a bovine collagen. And not everybody wants to utilize that kind of collagen. So what we've put in ours is, as I say, the optimal amount of collagen, a medley of all the types that you need, particularly 1, 2, and 3. We've added the other aspects in there, the vitamin C, biotin, and zinc. And it's a very, very concentrated liquid. So there's 15 ml in this little sachet, but it tastes good. This is liquidy. It's not gloopy. I shall take the lid off it and I shall try it. I'll show you actually what it looks like, because it does pour, you know, and there are, I'll show you, this pours, you know, this is not gloopy at all. It's a very, very lovely flavour as well. I like it. It's a berry flavour. And you take it straight from the sachet. It's really easy. All gone. But if you don't like the taste, everybody's palate is different. I like the taste, but some people won't. Just pop it in a little glass with a little bit of juice, or put it with our aloe vera drinking gel, which will give you amazing additional benefits as well. But it will help to absorb the collagen as well. And I take the two things together at the same time. So the Forever Marine Collagen is tasty. It's very bioavailable. It'll absorb really well. And it is gluten-free. We don't use any shellfish, of course. We're using tilapia. This isn't a mixed source collagen, a fish collagen. We know exactly where it comes from. It's tested consistently and constantly, and we know that it contains no heavy metals. That tends to be more of an issue with wild caught fish. Unfortunately, our seas are, you know, a little bit polluted, are they not? And so we tend to find that some fish contains higher levels of heavy metals than we would like. That's not an issue with the tilapia that we take from the freshwater farms. And we also have a carbon neutral footprint for our collagen. The other thing I would say is this is a recyclable sachet as well. So if you're interested in your environmental footprint, which I certainly am, then there are lots of reasons why the Forever Marine Collagen is the best one for you to try. So if we're thinking now about the awards that are given and the pricing of our collagen, that's very important too. You know, there are lots and lots of different supplements out there. If other people award you awards in the innovative skincare category because your collagen is superb, then that's really, really worthwhile. It's not just us saying that it's amazing. It's also important to know that ours is a median price. This is not. We're middling in the price, but we have the highest available quality collagen supplement on the market. And the most important thing I think about the offering that we have from Forever is the 60-day money-back guarantee. This, as far as I know, is unique on the marketplace. You decide if it has been worth the money that you've spent. You decide whether you like the supplement. You decide whether you're getting the results that you want. You've got 2 months to see if you've got the results. And an awful lot of people get results and get people commenting on their skin tone and the way that they look within a couple of weeks, not a couple of months. So I think it's going to be really something that you just need to try for yourself to decide. But, it's also very interesting to hear specific testimonials from different people. We've got some people coming on to talk to you today, but I wanted to tell you about my son because he was the one that put me onto our collagen for injury repair. So he likes to lift weights at the gym. He's 6'2.5" and he benches, I don't know what he said earlier, 100. Does that sound good? And he squats 140. It's all numbers. But anyway, he lifts heavy weights a lot. And occasionally he pulls something and then he gets very miserable because he can't go into the gym. So he specifically asked me, could he start taking the collagen after he pulled a shoulder muscle? He was amazed. Within a week, he was able to go back into the gym and carried on lifting heavy weights and doing what he loves. And that made me think, because I had fallen out running and tried to save myself. I managed to tear my rotator cuff. My physio said that it was a very, very bad tear because I had such limited mobility in my arm. And they referred me to the hospital for a surgery. But they said, you know what, you might never get called to the hospital. They've got such a long waiting list. Just do your exercises. And, it's going to probably take 6 months or longer to do. I started taking the collagen on son's advice, and within weeks my mobility was back to normal and I can do strength work on the arm. So that was last summer, towards the end of the summer, and that was when I started taking the collagen consistently, and that's what's helped improve my nails, improve my skin, improve my knees as well, which have got better because they were also suffering a little bit from my age and the fact I like to run. But we also have some really, really good testimonials from people who've had great results with their skin, men and women who are finding that their skin is visibly less saggy and visibly less lined, and the tone is visibly improved. And you can see this from Steve and Claire. Rosalinda's second picture is only after 21 days. Claire's is after a couple of months, and Steve, I believe, is after a month, or it might be the other way around, actually. Both of them got great results really quite quickly. So you can see that actually we don't have to be using the collagen for ages and ages before we see a result. Odetta's before and after pictures, they're after a month, but Tracy's are after about 4 months, because the first picture was in October and this second picture was taken this month. Sharon has had amazing results with her hands. That's also something that you notice, that the other areas where your skin is on show will also demonstrate the improvement from taking the collagen. Look at Sharon's hands. They've really got much less dry. Look at the hydration there. You can see that the skin is much less dry and much plumper. And that's also going to lead to the skin, particularly if you think on our hands, is really important. That skin is keeping us safe. Our skin isn't just there for looks, it's there to keep us safe from infection. So if you have dry, papery skin, it's more likely to tear, you're more likely to get wounds and injuries. And as you get older, they heal less and less well. So how fantastic the collagen can help to improve your ability to maintain healthy, protective skin. Another testimonial from Karen. Karen is a friend of mine who's been taking the collagen probably for about the same amount of time as I have as well. And I have to say, within 2 weeks of Karen starting taking the collagen, I noticed a massive difference in her skin. But as she says there, she now notices that that her skin demonstrates if she's not taken her collagen for a few days. But she also was really pleased to notice that her joints were not as creaky as they had been. And the difference in her skin and nails, she said, happened quite quickly. And then her hair is also very, very lustrous now, which she's noticed. So Karen, I mean, when she first started taking the collagen, she was one of the people that said actually the taste wasn't something amazing. Her palate is different from mine. But she has found that she actually really likes it now. She's got used to it. You can get used to anything if you take it over a little bit of time. We've also got some testimonials, some live testimonials today, and I want to introduce Roger, who's going to tell us a little bit about how he's been using the collagen and what results you've noticed. So over to you, Roger.
Thanks, Kay. My wife's been taking collagen for quite a while now, and we've noticed a real difference in her skin tone. So, well, I'm as vain as the next person. So, coupled with the improvement that we've seen in her skin, I've been taking collagen for just over a month now. And what I've noticed most of all is that I've got much less stiffness and soreness in my wrists and in my finger joints. And that's really nice to have that. I've had those sort of conditions for quite a long time. But also what makes me really pleased is I'm beginning to notice less stiffness in my knees as well. So my mobility is improving. I'm much keener to get up and move about than I have been in the past. So I'm out there walking and things. So I'm very pleased indeed.
Fantastic. And Roger, I believe that you use your hands for work quite a bit as well. Things like...
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I do a lot of drawing and things like that. So to be able to have my fingers not getting stiff and things is really, really encouraging. And I'm getting back to sketching and things much more than I did in the past.
Fantastic. Well, that's wonderful. Thank you very much, Roger, for your testimonial. Brilliant to hear. And I also wanted to introduce Diana, who's going to be telling us how she's been using the collagen and what results you've noticed, Di. Over to you.
Thank you, Kate. You know, when collagen was first introduced, I was really skeptical about whether I would see a difference or any improvement in my skin, because I've been using the Forever skincare range for a very long time and had amazing results with that. But within a month of using the collagen, my family started asking me if I'd had any work done, because I was looking younger and younger. And 16 months on of using the collagen, I get asked that all the time if I've had work done. I know I've not. I've just used the other products, particularly the collagen. And another benefit I've noticed is my joints. I had to stop running a year ago because of a muscular pain in my knee. And I found within about 6 weeks, I was able to go back and start running again. So, you know, my hair has never been this long and healthy and shiny. My nails, my skin. I'm 56 and I get told all the time I don't look a day over 40 or 45. So I can't recommend it enough.
So thank you for your testimonial. And Audrey, hi. I would like to hear your story about collagen and how you found it as well.
Okay, so I actually went early menopausal when I was 38, and that's actually how I found Forever in the first place. So when collagen came out, I take absolutely everything, so I thought it's not really going to help me. However, I also have an underactive thyroid, and what would have happened was I always loved getting to the gym and trying to exercise as much as I possibly can, and I would just hit the wall, and that would be me. I've done 20,000 steps today, and I do not have one bit of joint pain. And I tore my ligaments. I walked to West Highland Way years ago, and I tore my ligaments, and it would normally be my left knee that would compensate. I have no knee pain. I've managed to do Zumba and walk 5 miles today. My son was pressing me a sciatic nerve. I've not had to go and get that. I used to have to go every 6 weeks to get that sorted. That's much, much better. as far as the underactive thyroid, I don't actually know, because it usually affects my nails. My nails would be really bad, and my nails are much stronger. The other thing, being early menopausal, people talk about your hair thinning. I never really had much of a problem, but people have really noticed the difference. In my 60th, nobody could believe the difference in, first, fine lines, my hair, and my appearance. And that's really what I thought the collagen would do, but it's delivered so much more than that.
So yeah, we have a lot of 5-star reviews on our website from customers who are utilizing the collagen and finding it exceptionally effective. We have people saying they have great results, they love the taste. People find that it just has done really great deal for them in terms of the results, and quite quickly as well. So why not try a unique product? You know that this Forever Marine Collagen is unlike any other collagen on the market. For example, as well as the 60-day money-back guarantee, you know, we don't do any advertising. We don't use retail outlets. Simply people come across our collagen because they get to hear about it from users who are getting fantastic results, users like me, who are finding it really effective. And so it's something we don't have to rely on, you know, a huge amount of television advertising or print advertising to get the word out. It's simply people passing the word along because they've had great results themselves. We have a unique blend of ingredients in our Forever Marine Collagen. There is no other collagen that I'm aware of that has the same ingredients as ours. And it's palatable because it's a 15 ml serving, which is liquid. It's not claggy. It tastes delicious. And you will also get fantastic service from your Forever business owner who's supplying you with the Forever Marine Collagen. They will make sure that you're happy, answer any questions that you might have, and also make sure that you are aware of and can access our 60-day money-back guarantee, which is completely no quibble. Anybody can access it if they're not happy 100% by using our collagen. So how to purchase? You need to go and talk to the person who invited you to listen to this webinar. Retail price is £90.20 for 30 days. There's a full 60-day money-back guarantee. It's also worth asking about our 7-day trial packs as well. So again, talk to the person who invited you to listen to this webinar, because that might be an option that you would like to take up as well. And I look forward to hearing your results and finding out how you get on with the Forever Marine Collagen, looking at your reviews on our website as well. But thank you very much for your time this evening. And I hope that you enjoy your marine collagen when you get hold of it.